Okay, here we are continuing with our series of interviews, Meet Your Teachers. Here we are with Mr. Benjamin and with Luis.
Hello.
Yes, Benjamin was working here before me, and Luis is one of our newest teachers. Okay, first tell us something about you guys. For example, what's your full name? How do you like your students to call you? Stuff like that.
Well, first of all, hi everyone. My name is José Luis Gallardo, and I've been working here in UVM for 4 years, more or less. I am a teacher who really likes to talk to his students, and I really like to get along with them. And I think that I really love teaching. And I don't know what.
Did you work anywhere else before UVM?
I was working at Herman Hall in
okay.
Vegas. I was there 3 years. I started when I was 19 years old. So in this moment I have like 7 years giving classes.
Okay, so counting, he's almost 26.
Yeah, I'm 26 actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Benjamin Arellano Quintero, and I've been a teacher for about 12 years. How I like my students to call me, they can call me in the way they want. And what else can I tell you?
Okay, well, did you work anywhere else before UVM?
Yes, before I entered here, I had been working for Herman Hall here in Texcoco, and I had been working in some other schools, like high schools, junior high schools.
Okay, when you aren't working, what do you like to do in your free time? Any hobbies, any sports, anything?
Well, actually, I like to watch TV or spend the time in Facebook, chatting. Also, I really like sports. I like to read sport newspapers, soccer. I play the soccer. I like to read.
I heard you were a big soccer fan. Is that true?
Of course, I really like.
Your favorite team?
America. There's another one. I know that some of you may not like that team, but I really love it.
Okay.
So I'm fan since I was a child.
Okay, good. And you, Benji?
Well, I have many things that I enjoy doing. One of them is watching movies. I really enjoy reading, though I don't have too much time to read, but whenever I can, I do it. I like to spend time with friends, and I like to see some things on the internet. You know,
Okay.
when you want to see something, the time goes by very fast.
Okay, who's your favorite author? Your favorite book?
Well, I like stories. I don't have a favorite one, but I really like, what's the name of these American horror films?
Stephen King.
Well, I like Stephen King, but I don't remember his name.
Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah.
Okay, he was one of my favorites.
You too?
He's still one of my favorites, yeah. Okay, what got you into teaching?
Well, in my case, it was really curious because I didn't like English at all. I mean, I started studying English in high school because I couldn't pass my extraordinaries. So that's why my father made me study English, and I started the Herman Hall. I remember that the first month, on average, I needed to take like 20 classes, and I just took like 10 because I didn't like English, and I liked my parents, and I said that that I went to the courses, but now what I used to do is that I spend more time in my high school. Then I said, okay, you know, father, I went, but I didn't, but I really didn't do it. So then, as the time went, I started liking the way that they taught that institute. I like English. Then I saw that I passed my exam, my extraordinaries. Then I saw the use of English, and I like it.
Okay. Benji?
Okay, well, I was listening to my partner and it was pretty similar. Yeah, I didn't like English at all when I was in high school. But then I decided to take some English classes and I enjoyed their methodology. It was new, it's communicative, and you see the use of English and you apply it immediately after. So that's why I continued. I saw that it was very easy for me, and then I decided to take some classes for teaching. I took a teacher's course and I started working as well. So that's why, well, I think that was what got me into teaching.
Okay, well, can you remember your best or your worst day here at UVM? Something that you can share with us?
The best day?
Or your worst day?
My worst day? Well, my best day? I would say that once when it was my birthday. I don't know how they knew that my birthday was when. So I I received many gifts. Well, I mean, some details. I mean, something simple, candy. But there were some really nice hugs from my students that I really enjoyed. I mean, I feel really happy. In the way that they were happy because it was my birthday. They really congratulate me. I felt really nice with those details that they gave, and I think that it was a really nice birthday here in UVM.
Okay.
And the words, I cannot say that I have a words day. Like in all the jobs, you have good and bad moments. I have had some bad moments. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. But like a worst day, I haven't had. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, apart from receiving a lot of hugs on my birthdays by him, well, I don't know if it was the worst or the best day here at UVM, but I remember the first day that I worked here. I was used to working in small groups, and when I entered in a classroom here and I saw more than 30 students and how spacious was the classroom, it was very shocking for me because I said, what am I going to do now? I didn't know. I didn't know how I was going to handle it. But later I got used to, and now I really enjoy it.
Okay, something similar happened to me. Well, do you have any plans for your future?
Well, yeah, I'm planning to have my own school, English school. I hope I can get it.
Hire me, please.
Yeah, also I'm planning to have my studying my diplomado, that in this case is español como segunda lengua, second language. So if there's this chance to go to Brazil or to US or Canada to teach that, I really like to do it. I mean, but the main objective that I have right now is that, like in 2-3 years, start creating my own school. But by the help of one friend of mine that also is interested, and I really like to have my own school, my own business. And I don't see myself as a teacher when
Forever?
I am 40.
Okay. Yeah.
What I see is that I can have my own school, something that I like, something that really motivates me. And if there's not that case, also I like to have a restaurant. I don't know why.
Okay.
I think that I even have I have already the name of that. I like
Would you be the chef?
I'm not. No, of course not. It will be the manager. Just
Okay.
But the name of my restaurant that I think it could be Chapulín.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I want some really traditional and Mexican restaurant. You know,
Okay.
with escamoles and everything that you know that Mexican food is about. Well, those are my main objectives. Then I'll maybe have a family, or I don't know. I don't know how future is gonna be, but those are my main objectives.
Okay. What about you, Benji?
Well, I have a lot of objectives in my life. I think that makes me work for them and it motivates me to go on. I have objectives in my family, professionally, personally. But I'm going to talk about the ones for my profession. I would like to keep on learning English, to get a degree on teaching or something related to education, and never stop. Yeah, I would like to be the best teacher.
You already have a degree, no?
Well,
You want a master's?
I am taking some courses
Okay.
for getting a master's, but I am only taking one subject per semester,
Oh.
and I think it's going to take forever.
Ah, well, yeah, but
I am on the way.
if you do it, if you work and study, it's like hell. Anyway,
It's hard.
do you have some tips to practice or to learn English that you want to share with us?
Some tips.
Yep.
I feel that students have have more tools. In this case, with internet. I mean, I wish I could have had this tool when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I mean, they have lots of tools that they can use, and sometimes they are fun. What I recommend, I mean, watch your favorite sitcom. I mean, this is one. You want to do it at the beginning with subtitles in Spanish, and watch them, memorize them, memorize the dialogues, memorize everything that you hear there, and then after that, now that you already memorized how the dialogues are, now put the subtitles, but in English, and start seeing how the structure is and how the language is. And you're not gonna get frustrated. Why? Because you already know what they are saying. But now, try to memorize it, but in English. And that's gonna help you a lot in vocabulary. I mean, and also to see structures. And you'll see that when you see it for the third time, but now without subtitles, you're gonna feel really nice because you are understanding. Okay, you are gonna pronounce also well the words that are there. And when you see another chapter or another episode or another sitcom or whatever that is in English, you're gonna get familiar with the vocabulary that you previously learned. So this is something that I did when I was a student, and it really helped me. I think that it's really useful. It's fun because it's something that you like, and just spend time. It could be with your family, whoever you want, and you're learning.
Okay.
That's one of my tips.
Benji?
Well, in my case, I would say that some of the tips that I would recommend my students is to do what I did as a student. But now we can have many other things to do if we want to improve our skills. You know, and it depends on what you want to improve. If you wanna improve your reading comprehension, you must read. If you want to understand more what they are saying in a dialogue, you have to practice as he said, a movie. You want to improve your pronunciation, why not singing aloud, or well, many other things. But I would recommend more to read and listen, and then they are going to produce something.
Also try to get involved with the language. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in a major and you're studying, so if you're gonna, I know that it's gonna be difficult, but if your teachers have you do a task, try to look for information in English. Why not? Okay,
Yeah.
look for it. Okay, try to get more.
There's much
involved.
more information
There's a
in
lot of-
English.
There's English everywhere.
Yeah.
And every time, so try to get involved more, and don't see the language like something hard, or something like it's gonna be a pain in your ass. No.
Just enjoy it.
Try to enjoy it, right?
Okay. To close, how would you like your students to remember you?
Well, me, like the best teacher. The best teacher teaching, and also the best teacher as a person, you know. So if there are certain times in which students maybe they don't get English, but if they can get something from me that is gonna be helpful for them to be a good Mexican, I think that I'm gonna be really glad of knowing that people is having certain attitude, good attitude. I mean, because he could learn something from me. I mean, maybe if you're like a student, you couldn't understand something in English, or you couldn't use English as I was expected. But
Yes.
at least I like that my students have something that it came from me, from my own being, and that it's gonna be helpful for our country. That's the way that I like to be remembered. You know, I learned this from this teacher. Maybe it was not English. It was English. That is my main purpose. But and I am using it for doing something good.
Okay.
This is what I like.
Well, I would like to hear from my students that they had a teacher that didn't have them work all the time, but that someone that taught them and someone they learned something, and that they made the class interesting, enjoyable, and something like that. Not a teacher as the teachers that I met when I was in the elementary, but someone different that helped them a lot.
Okay. Well, that's for today's interview. Have a nice day, guys.
Bye bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day. You too.